Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to the Adulthood podcast. This is volume 49, airing on Monday, March 18th. Shout out to all the adulterers, always supporting, always tuning in, always listening to our podcast. We really love you and we appreciate you. This episode, we break down grooming. If you want to see me on the road, I'm in Pittsburgh this weekend, the 18th. No, the 22nd to the 24th.
Shout out Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh Improv. I'm in Lexington, Kentucky next weekend, the 28th to the 30th.
Program.
And I'm in Cleveland Improv, the 5th and the 6th.
The land.
Shout out to the land. APM, where you gonna be?
I will be at Katra and at Skinny's Cantina and also at Miss Lily's.
There you go. Oh, Miss Lily's is back.
Yeah, we're back. I'm back there this weekend also.
That's dope. Thank y'all for listening. Volume 49. Give us a phone call, 347-378-9423. Peace.
Bye.
Volume 49, baby. One away from 5. Oh.
Almost there.
That's 15 away from 65 where we can retire.
Yeah.
That's the legal retire age of people and podcasts.
Yes.
This is volume. Excuse me. You know what's crazy? People been coming up to me. I love the adulterers, man. They're just good people. Because people come up to me and they're like, oh, I heard volume 47. They're legitimately calling them volumes.
That's fire.
And I love that for you guys.
Excited.
This is coming out on March 18th. Monday, March 18th, baby. Woo! It is springtime already.
Springtime.
We made it through the winter.
Ugh.
Daylight savings pass.
DSL
is warming up.
Yeah.
We had a day in New York where it was like 70? 65 on Sunday.
Yeah.
I didn't go outside. I was hungover, but did you?
No, I was the same. I worked the night before.
Nothing worse than when we have a nice weather day and you're hungover.
It's nothing worse than that. But then the thing is also, it's just like, when it starts to get nice, the weather, you have to pace yourself in New York City. Like that first 70, 75 degree day, I remember going to Blockheads, RIP, and just getting a couple of frozen margaritas. And basically...
You like frozen margaritas?
Oh, I used to be a big
I can't do frozen margaritas.
Sugar.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the age, but I can't consume sugar anymore. Like, it goes straight to my hips.
Same. That's why I started doing Pilates.
Shout out to all the adulterers. Don't forget, guys, if you guys want to reach out, 347-378-9423.
We should make a jingle.
Leave us a voicemail. I saw a couple people that came up to me and said they were going to leave us voicemails. So.
Do we have one?
So we're waiting for it. We got one?
We got one that was...
Spicy picante?
That's a time.
Okay. That's, if you guys, if this is your first time on the planet Earth, that voice you're hearing is Marty the producer. And that's Johan. You don't hear him, but he's here. There.
He's really here.
He's pressing stuff.
He's not AI.
Are
we going for it?
I'm Ian Lara. This is DJ APM. This is the Adulthood Pod, the #1 health and wellness podcast in the hood, where we get together once a week. We come out on Monday at 4 a.m. Why 4 a.m.? Because that's the Lord's time. And we basically try to teach people.
Oh, sorry.
I don't want to say we teach. We grow together on how to become better humans and contributors to society.
Because the world needs that.
Right. Marty, you got a call for us?
Okay.
All right. Hi, Adulthood Podcast. This is for volume 46. I'm sharing something that my ex did. I call it the toxic triangle that I was unfortunately involved in. So he cheated on me, it's that. And when I found out who he was cheating on me with, the girl, specifically this woman, she did like 3 months of research on him. When I say research, I mean, it was just disgusting. Some things you just wish you never saw. So with that said, I ended up sleeping with her, and then we both sent him a photo in my bed saying like, get over here, but in Spanish, whatever. And super toxic. And yeah, it just didn't end good. Like a lot of malice and just crap happened for someone that I could have just literally like moved on and karma would take care of it. So yeah, don't fuck the girl that your ex cheats on you with. It gets messy. Don't tell him. He'll like blow up your car. You know, there's just a lot of consequences.
This is why I love the adulterers, because we're such a community. It's like a family. Like, sure. Now, is that the type of information that you would want out on one of the hottest podcasts in the ether? No, but this woman doesn't care because she's an adulterer and she has news that she wants to spread, and she'll call in and she'll leave a voicemail about it. Now, sure.
What's the number?
So 347-378-9423.
Okay.
Just so we're sure what happened. She's with her husband.
Her boyfriend.
He cheated on her with another woman.
Mm-hmm.
She then found out who the other woman was. She hooked up with her.
She hooked up with the girl.
Yeah. She hooked up with her
with the
ex's side girl.
piece.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they sent them pictures together.
Mm-hmm.
What'd she say?
Come here, but in Spanish.
Benaki. That's I still remember my regions.
That is one hell of a move.
Wait, and then what happened?
Then it got messy, and she said she should have just let Karma take care of it, and she didn't say if he did end up coming there, which I feel like you should leave me another message and tell me if he did come over, because that's been the question that I've been wondering. And then said that like,
I heard somebody's car got blown up.
Yeah, that there's consequences and he'll blow up your car. Did he blow up your car?
If she thinks that your man cheating on you and then you having a lesbian experience with his side piece is karma, then karma is great. Karma's like the coolest person I've ever heard of. Ever. I didn't know karma was so cool.
Benaki?
That's the karma? You get caught cheating and she sleeps with the girl and sends you pictures of them together naked?
To come here?
Karma is amazing.
Oh my, what?
I'm pro karma.
What is going on? I'm befuddled.
Did she say her name? She doesn't want her name?
She didn't say her name.
But
shout out to her.
Whose car got blown up?
I know she said that he could. She was like, if he gets crazy, like it'll get crazy and he could blow up.
But then she said something about 3 months worth of research. I'm so like intrigued.
She said the girl did.
Yeah, the girl like stalked her boyfriend or ex for 3 months. Yeah. And then she was like, this person feels like a good person to sleep with. I don't know.
Yeah. That is toxic Tammy. That is a toxic way to go about things.
The toxic trinity? That's what she said? Triangle.
Don't sleep. Listen, adulterers, that's hilarious. That is a funny story. That is a funny
That is a crazy story. Thank you so much for calling in.
Don't sleep with your side person's
and
side with your husband's side piece. Don't do this. That's not good for business.
If you do, don't send pictures.
Yeah, because as a man, what would you do if you received a photo of that?
I would be scared.
I would be mad.
I would be terrified.
Who do you think you are?
Messing with my
You're cheating on me with my cheat? You ain't even have the courtesy to go find your own?
Another one?
That's lazy work.
Did you think that you're gonna get back at me?
I just getting back at me.
Is it?
Yeah. I think I might have mentioned this on previous episodes. I'm not one of those guys that thinks lesbian stuff is sexy. Like, I just think it's just normal. Like,
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's
like,
life. Yeah.
Some men like fetishize it, right?
Yes.
It's pretty hot though.
I don't think so.
You don't think that there's nothing sexy about it?
I don't think you remember in college, like sometimes, or maybe even going back to high school, college for sure. Like you be hanging out with a group of girls and they start kissing and that would be cool. And I'm like, I was always the guy in the corner, like, why y'all doing this? Y'all could kiss us.
I was gonna say something, but I caught myself because I feel like we're still in a positive trajectory, so I don't want to get canceled. So
no,
you're absolutely right. I mean, if it's like two chicks that look like Manny Fresh, that's one thing. Like they look like Bougie and Manny Fresh. It's like, okay, I get you, but like,
I don't honestly.
If it's some heaters, like,
honestly, I don't care. Like, I don't care what you look like. Like, it could be two of the hottest girls. Like, if I'm there and y'all start kissing, I'll be like, why y'all kissing? Like, kiss me.
That's true, definitely. But I've also
Marty, your face.
You've never seen like heaters?
Is that wrong? I thought I was in the right.
No, you are in the right. Because it's like weird when it's fetishized because it's kind of like thinking that it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Like it is. It's kind of like if you get like, it's kind of like thinking that like something is for you that isn't for you. So it's like a weird kind of way of being
I
like
think high school, college, a lot of these girls were doing it for the guy attention.
Yeah, but if they're not, like
that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's still hot.
But I never knew what to do. It would just be two girls making out, and I would just be like,
God damn it.
I wouldn't even laugh. I would just be watching them.
What am I even doing here?
Sometimes getting turned on is natural. Like, you can't force yourself to be turned on.
Okay.
And I would see, like,
it's not your thing.
Two lesbians going at it, and I would just be like, sinners. This is sinful.
Especially leaving you out.
Right. This is not, I went to Catholic school. This is not what God wanted for us. Why y'all kissing each other?
Yeah.
I had a girl tell me she was hanging out with some guys, like it was college years. She was hanging out with some guys, and they like she started kissing a girl, and then she made the guys kiss. Like she was like y'all two kiss, and then we'll kiss. And the guys wanted to see this so bad
that they did it.
That they kissed. They kissed another man.
And she
disgusted.
And was she disgusted?
Why would you do that?
Was she disgusted? Did she say to herself like, hell, you already did that and she left? Because I've heard that before too.
I think this was college. I'm trying to remember. I think she was just like these guys. I think she was just like these guys are losers.
They're super losers.
Like she was like they're losers. Like they wanted to. She was like we kiss all the time.
Yeah,
and they wanted to see us kiss so bad that you kissed a man.
Damn,
like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, why do you think guys fetishize two girls kissing, but you don't ever hear about girls liking when two guys kiss?
Oh, I mean, most girls because. Women try to like not pretend, but women are generally like, you know, like these like liberal people. But most women I know are like, if I found out that my boyfriend kissed another man, we're done.
It's over.
We're done. Like that's not
there's
no
attractive
trait.
Yeah.
At all. I think we spoke about this in other episodes. We talk about the insecure episode.
Yeah.
If you're a woman that finds two men kissing or your man kissing another man sexy. Send us an email.
What's our email?
Give us a voicemail. Send us a DM. We want to hear from you because we don't think this is happening.
No, at all.
By the way, going back to 2 weeks ago, I think volume 47, the episode where we were talking about the body count thing.
Yeah.
I had some funny messages. Some girl reached out and she was like that when a guy asks her body count, she just lies up extremely.
Just to see.
And I was like, that's a good move.
Yeah,
she just says like a ridiculous number. She just be like 200 and she'll just sit there and let the guy deal with that.
And squirm.
And I thought that was hilarious.
That's very genius. Yeah. I think also on that episode, did we talk about the hour of the pile driving and like that being like not what women want?
We had the clip for that one.
Yeah. So I saw a comment saying a young lady, she could have been perpetrated, but she was just like an hour. Like I need 4 hours minimum.
Yeah.
What kind of jungle sex are you having that like people are lasting for 4 hours?
Yeah,
like,
I didn't even acknowledge that. You know, and look, I'm not the people who do this. I'm not knocking you guys because honestly, we need the engagement. So anything you comment is great. But some people are literally just commenting on these things to get our attention.
But my thing is like, yo, you want 1/6 of my day? Like you want 1/6 of my whole day?
If I'm being honest, I couldn't give you 4 hours of sex in a month. If you gave me 31 days to complete 4 hours of sex, I don't think I could do it.
You're not gonna accomplish it.
I don't think I could do it. I don't have enough time.
Talk about honesty.
Yeah.
But, you know, speaking about college, I had a friend, one of my homeboys, who was, you know, engaging with the young lady, and like he had to like stop because
on the chat.
No.
On the thread?
No.
Oh, he was
like
talking
just in general. Like he was talking to a young lady. They were doing whatever they had to do, and he had to like fall back because her sex drive was way higher than his. That's number one. And number two, she was into like so much freaky things that he was just like, I can't compete with this. Like, I don't know how to satisfy this woman in the way that she needs to. And this is in college.
Yeah. So I think it's important. Like, I think it's important with the high sex drive people. I think it's important to create need and miss. You know, if you're having sex 4 or 5 times a day with somebody, I feel like it's gonna get old. It's just a matter of time. It's gonna get old. You gotta spread this out. Spread the love out. Not saying one day you can't do it. You know, you took a Blue Chew and you're feeling yourself.
A honey pack.
But every day, 4 or 5 times a day.
They're selling the honey packs in the club now in the bathroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great. I have a stash in my house. I haven't used them a lot because they raise my heartbeat.
Do they really?
Yeah. And it's supposed to be natural.
You have to meditate before.
Oh, maybe that's why.
I think
I got to
so.
do yoga or something. But they're supposed to be natural. Have you heard about the honey packs?
It's big in the hood.
Yeah.
I kept a lot of relationships.
It's just literally just pack of honey that guys can take, and it's supposed to be natural. Although they did do some research and found out that there's just Viagra and Cialis in it.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be natural, and you take it as a guy takes it, and he feels like he could just
have
go
sex
all night. Yeah.
It saved a lot of relationships.
It's cute that it's honey.
Yeah. You like honey, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what happens if women take it. But again, I took it one time and just with my friend, because men, look, we just get to talking and we'll be like, hey, you got to try this, you got to do that. So my friend gave me one and I took it one time and I was wearing I was just chilling. I was just literally sitting on the couch with the girl I was dating at the time, and we were just watching television. And I took it. I didn't tell her. And my Apple Watch goes, your heart rate is ridiculously high. And I look at my heart rate and it's 160. A 160 resting heart rate. That is like high intensity training high.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there and I started drinking like a ton of water. I got lightheaded and I was feeling like very dizzy, but we had sex and it was good.
That's great. I have a question though.
Please.
What do you feel about women who think that like that's juicing? Like basically like you're cheating when you take any kind of PEDs.
You know, I've never met performance enhancement drugs. That's PED.
PEDs.
I've never met the woman that thinks that. In fact, I meant the opposite. I met women that are like, listen, if we're going out tonight, you better take your pills.
Take your pills.
I ain't playing around.
I need you to deliver.
Right. That's the kind of women that I run into.
UPS, like you got to bring that tonight.
I ain't playing around. I ain't take a night off for nothing.
Order. Yeah.
Right. So
babysitter.
Are there women that are not pro this?
I've encountered that.
Yeah.
Like I've heard stories.
What do they say?
They're just like, why? Well, why would you need to? Like,
why would I need to?
Like,
because we've been having sex for 2 years now, and I'm no longer attracted to you like I used to be.
But here's my question. But like, what if they've had enhancements?
I'm kidding. Your boyfriend is definitely attracted.
That's true. But what if they've had enhancements though? So like, you can have enhancements, but then like somebody can't bring. Like, I'm trying to deliver the A game.
We're bringing. By the way, just to tease, we got a sex therapist coming next month. And we need to write down some questions for her. She's very excited to do it. Shout out to her.
Shout out,
because we're gonna figure out what's going on in the vagina.
We're trying to save relationships,
all that stuff.
That's what we're trying to do.
But yeah, no, I don't think as a woman, why would you have a problem with your boyfriend taking a pill that's gonna help him be better?
Help him put it down.
Yeah. What do you, Marty? Why you're the woman of the woman voice?
Why would you have? I don't know. I wouldn't have a problem with it. If you were to have a problem with it, I don't know. Maybe you take it as a personal insult. You know, I could see that. Like,
okay,
like he can't get hard just from you.
But you can. Most of the men that I know that do it, they have no problem. No, it's not about the aggression.
They're trying to just work overtime.
They're just trying to, get more bang for their buck. If you get what I mean.
I don't think women understand the penis the way that, like, same way that men might not understand.
Well, you know, we talked about women have no idea what's going on with the penis.
They have not at all.
They're completely clueless.
Yeah,
I'll own up to that. I know nothing.
You don't know much about vaginas either. You're just kind of like gender neutral, know nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is equal opportunity. It's nice.
No, that's what's up. You're like in that. You're like what, Switzerland.
You're like, I don't know anything about men, but guess what? I don't know anything about women either.
You're neutral.
That's a good way to be.
Huh.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know these women. If you're like, I feel like we should. I mean, maybe when this episode come out, let's do a poll. Like, if you're one of these girls, do you care if your husband or boyfriend does performance enhancement drugs for sex?
Bed PEDs.
Yeah, I don't think so, because I think women just want to. I think they just want to get what they want to get, and especially adult women, they don't care. They don't. They take what you need. To take.
They'll pour it in your drink.
Yeah, take what you need to take. They'll make you honey wings. Honey pack wings.
The honey pack wings is crazy.
Honey pack wings.
What's for dinner tonight? Some wings. It's the honey wings, and then
and then there's honey pack. Then you eat 6 wings and you hard all night. You're like, these ain't the ones from Wingstop.
Are these organic?
Yeah. No, yeah, that's interesting.
That's hilarious.
Marty, do you think you'd find it attractive if you see a man making out with another man?
Maybe. No, I would never go towards it.
Attractive?
I wouldn't find it
like,
unattractive. No. I don't think so.
Why are you making that face?
Because I'm trying to think about like if I've ever been in a situation where I've had the thought, because I genuinely want to answer it honestly. No, I don't think I've ever been in this situation where I've had the thought, but I'm thinking about it now and I'm like, I think I would be like, oh, that's cute for them.
Is it?
I would take it as a nice, like, you know how I would take it?
Bearded men going at it?
You know how I would genuinely take it? I would genuinely take it like I was like, oh, they're not going to like harm anyone. Because I feel like women there's like a preconceived notion that gay men are safer. So I would
take... Is that a thing though? Is that accurate?
No, I don't think it's accurate, but I think it's a preconceived notion that women have where it's like gay men are like a more safe space. So I think I would immediately be like, oh, like I'm like, it's a little safer. You know, like when you go to a sports game and you find the boy cute who like when the one person gets injured and then there's always like a dude who's like, yeah, I'm going to step it up. And he like comes and walks off the field with his teammate. And it's like that person showed compassion.
Yeah,
and like find that person cute.
Right from a woman's mouth. If you want to make a woman feel safe, make out with a man.
Make out with a dude. That's the safest place.
Just go up to any girl in a bar and kiss your bro, and you'll probably get laid that night if you're listening to Marty.
Because she's good.
I don't think I'm wrong though. Tell me if I'm wrong. That's what I would think. I'd be like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure you're wrong. Okay. But to the listeners, the write in. We have a lot of polls on this app because we need to know. So DM the page or write your answer on the YouTube or call in because we want to know your opinions.
Please.
That brings us to today's topic, which is
oh wait, I had a question.
Oh, please.
Have you ever encountered a woman that was just a little bit too freaky for you? Like your freakiness and her freakiness scale was just like it was tipsy toffee. You had to bow out respectfully. Like you had to like let her know, like, hey, I can't do what you need me to do.
I had a girl that insisted on doing butt play that I was not into. That I had to give her a stern.
The one that she wanted to force lick your ass?
Yeah. I had to give her a stern knock it off.
What did she say? Oh, I'm about to go crazy now.
Yeah. I literally had to give her like a stern knock it off because I said no like many times and she kept going. And I had to be like, hey, stop it.
Leave my asshole alone.
Yeah, stop it. Because women have this idea. They always insist that you could just that every man would love it. And I'm from the elk of like, even if every man you did it, even if every man you've done it to has loved it, I'm good. Respectfully. And there's men listening to the Adulthood podcast right now. This is coming through your headphones and your speakers. And as you're listening to this, you enjoy butt play. And to those people, I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. That is fine.
She tried to force her tongue on me.
But don't force it. I didn't like that. I told you the next day.
I'm about to go crazy.
Yeah. No, she was like, we were hooking up, and then she was like,
I'm really about to go.
She said, now I OD.
Oh hell nah.
Like now I'm a OD. And like in my head, I'm like, what's OD? What you gonna OD? And then she like slid me up the side. I had to be like, hey, knock it off. Knock it off. Like, are you kidding me? I don't like this. Ladies, don't be doing this.
Don't force it.
Ladies swear. I feel like all women, all these women that be doing butt stuff with guys, they think they have like a top secret, like a cheat code that they want to apply to everyone.
This nigga's not ready for this.
No, if you got a guy that likes it and enjoys it, that's great for him. Y'all have fun doing the stuff y'all do, but you shouldn't try to implicate other men in this who don't necessarily feel comfortable doing this.
Now I'm about to OD.
Yeah, like, that was crazy. That was probably like the most like freakiest where I'm like,
he wasn't ready.
Yeah. Where I really was like, knock it off. She got like, it was like weird after.
She got offended?
I think I don't know. I was uncomfortable. She was like, she felt like deflated. She wanted to like, she didn't get to use her superpowers.
Her finishing move.
Yeah,
like wrestling.
Yeah. But in the same token, I got friends. I know friends guys who was like, they do it.
Much away.
Have you had a girl you thought was too freaky? I know this is a family show or something, but
no.
I had a girl. I've had girls where I've had a girl where I'm like, damn, you crazy.
Yeah, in a good way.
In a good way.
Okay, yeah. That happens all the time.
Yeah, like,
but I've never had to like say like, okay, this is way too much for me. But maybe they didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, as you get older, I feel like as you get older, the
tolerance,
people get freakier.
That's very true. That's very true.
Because
comfortable in their body.
Yeah, they get comfortable in their body, and I think you just need more.
Yeah,
you know. I mean, I think that girl needed to eat ass just so she could have a good time.
Like that wasn't for you, bro. That was not for you.
I felt like by not allowing her, I took something away from her.
You took joy from her.
I took her thing away.
You took her finishing move away.
Right,
like,
right.
That's selfish.
Right. Which this definitely brings us to the topic of the day.
Grooming. Woo! That's a segue.
Grooming basics for men versus women.
Okay.
Now look, again, we all know this is a family podcast. We don't try to get too crass.
Yes.
But when we're talking about realness and talking about realness, sometimes you're gonna get,
real.
You're gonna get real.
Right?
This
real,
is for the kids. This is for college kids.
No.
The new college kids, anyway.
No, but they need this.
Yeah, but they need this more
than
anything.
Smell.
Yeah. College kids stink.
Yeah.
Grooming. Let's talk men grooming.
Okay.
Obviously, if you're minority, haircuts, right? They get those.
Pivotal.
Yeah.
Pivotal.
White guys, they get a pass a little bit where they don't need as much haircuts as a minority does. And they also get a pass where they can just grow out their beard and have that caveman look that women are really into.
That's true.
So they get a pass.
Yeah.
I find I meet a lot of women who like hair. Like women like hair on men.
Like they're like fuzzies?
They like a
grizzly bear?
Something not too egregious, but like hair on men is like sexy to them.
Okay, all right. Shout out to the ladies.
Yeah, some men like wax their chest.
They wax the whole. Yeah, that's true.
And stuff, which
laser.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna. I've done it before.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie. I never waxed my chest. I nared it before. I was young. I was in college, and I was trying to. I was looking for a new look. I did nair my chest. Since then, though, I haven't done it.
I think we've all done it.
I thought about getting laser hair removal for my chest.
Okay.
I don't have a crazy hairy chest. I just have like a little bit. DM me. I'll send you pics.
Peach fuzz.
Pics.
You got to sign it.
But girls tell me that they like a little chest hair. If it's not little taco meat, peasy thing. So it depends. I think if you're dating somebody, maybe ask her what she wants. Because you have is your whole chest tatted and stuff?
No, not yet.
You got no chest tat? Because I don't have any chest tats or nothing in my body, but I have some chest hairs, which if I did get a tat, I guess I would have to.
You have to shave it.
You got to shave it
off.
off.
The
I would have to.
artist would shave it.
But he'll shave it to tattoo, but they'll grow back.
It'll grow back, yeah.
So
but then if you want it to be seen, you'd have to.
You got to laser it or continue to nair and shave. I remember I naired my chest once, and then I've shaved my chest once. And the shaving is no good because you'll just be itchy.
And bumps, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get the bump. I was just itchy. Like I felt like a crackhead. I was in the beach like this, like scratching through my shirt. So that's the thing. I use this is a free plug. They've never sent us any money, but I'm giving a free plug. Manscaped.
The
3.0? Yeah, they got the new
the lawnmower.
The lawnmower, that's what they call it.
Yep.
Which is a shaving machine that you can use to shave your
balls.
genitalia. Yeah.
Shave your balls.
Yeah. I think Manscaped also makes the ball deodorant that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Manscaped. It might be another company.
Manscaped.
It's Manscaped?
I got it.
I got the ball deodorant.
Yeah.
And I got that.
Okay.
And the good thing about the lawnmower is you can use it in the shower. And
has a light.
Yeah, and it comes with a shield, and that allows you to shave down there, which I think some guys don't want to shave. I'm like, do you? Most women I know, they don't want a wild jungle.
They definitely don't. Especially if they, it feels like the young lady you were talking about before.
She needs space.
Take that up. Yeah,
she needs space.
We just gave them a plug. Can we call somebody from Manscaped? Because I need the lawnmower 5.0.
When they call, we'll charge them double next time. Because we've already given them that plug.
That free plug.
Yeah, but that's good because I was using another type of, I had like this Gillette machine it was nicking.
Yeah, it's not good.
You don't want to get nicked.
You want to use something that's specifically made for that area.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Yeah.
the machine is good. So I'll use the machine about every 2 weeks just to maintain.
Just, keep it.
I think that's a good. I think that's a good thing to go about.
Because some women, a lot of women also, they don't like the naked. They don't like the bald eagle.
No,
either.
don't get a razor and start giving yourself a shape up down there, and you hooking up with a girl and she feels she's with a baby.
They don't like that. They don't like the bald eagle.
Women who like men.
Yeah.
So you gotta have some manly features.
Yeah.
If she didn't want any manly features, she would just be with a woman. Which sometimes I find that interesting. Sometimes I meet women who like these effeminate men, which I wonder, I'm like, do you just like women?
But, like they could probably be the more masculine type. They could be the more dominant type.
Yeah.
I've met women like that also.
Yeah, that they just like these effeminate men.
Yeah. But do those relationships last long in your experience?
I mean, I've seen marriages.
Oh, okay.
Where that's the thing. Okay. And of course, to each their own, right? You're allowed to like what you like. If you like these little pipsqueak men,
go for it.
Go for it.
Do your thing.
For it.
We don't judge up here.
But generally speaking, I would say that when I speak to the women in my life, friends, coworkers, family, whatever it may be,
acquaintances,
they speak of the men they like to have some masculine features.
Yeah.
What do you think, Marty? Do you like men? Are you done? What's going on?
I'm in a phase of
chasing the reins.
Yeah, I'm in that phase. I'm in a breakup phase. I'm in a everyone needs to stay 10 feet away from me at all times phase.
You in a blowfish
everyone?
phase?
Yeah.
What's
men,
wrong?
women, all of the people.
How can we help you? Because this is what we do.
I'm being a 1. I explained it yesterday. I'm being a 1. I'm learning to be a 1 because I've been a 2 for a long time. So I'm learning to be a 1. But I feel like
what does this mean? You're giving us numbers.
I
think you're higher than a 1. You're probably like a 7.
Oh my God. We shouldn't rank people for the last time.
7 is great.
No.
You're like a strong 7.
That's great.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Okay. 1, that's so rude. And 2, no.
A 7? That's a strong 7.
I'm not a 7 either. But regardless. No,
what
like if you're
everybody rate themselves. Johan, what do you think you are?
He told me. I remember it.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said I said people shouldn't rank themselves, and you said I'm a strong 6.5.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I think that's pretty good. That's not bad. I think you could get. I think you get up to 7.
Yeah,
on a
put
good
some work
day,
in.
Lose a
work
little
in.
bit.
Yeah.
Lose a little bit
What
of
is your
bellies.
ranking, Ian? If we're both 7s, what is your ranking?
I think. Wait, you rank yourself?
I mean, I have an inflated sense of self, like I've explained
Don't
earlier.
say a 10. Let's be realistic. Let's all be. None of us are 10. Come on, we wouldn't be doing this podcast if we were 10. We wouldn't be in here. Let's be honest.
Well, I don't rank myself, so in my head, I'm great.
Right, but just do it right now.
I know. I've had this conversation with them. No.
You don't want to rank yourself?
No, because in my head, I'm great. So in my head, I would be a 10.
A 10 though?
Yes, because in my head, I'm like, I'm good at doing me.
I like that.
But
like,
that's not. I'm not saying a 10 by your standards.
I know.
I'm saying a 10. All right, I gotta give you a 10 so you could grade.
Who's a 10?
I don't think anyone's a 10. To be honest,
I know.
Fair. I don't think anyone's a 10. I think everyone has flaws.
It's like Dave Portnoy when he ranks a pizza. He never gives it.
No one's a 10,
score.
right? No, there's no 10. Who's that girl? She just hosted Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah,
Sydney
Sweeney.
Sweeney. Yeah.
Eurasia, what is it?
Okay, so what? You give her a 9?
Euphoria.
0.5?
Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah.
She's up there for you? Huh? She's up there for you?
No, I don't want to rate her. What if I run into her and she gets back to her?
I'll rate her.
She's like, why'd you give me a 6? No, Sydney's not a 6. Sydney's beautiful, but I think Sydney's like a celebrity. I think that like the celebrity beauty gets upgraded. Like if you were a celebrity and you had like a celebrity budget and a team, you could easily be like lifted up to like 8, 9.
Guys, we shouldn't rank ourselves. It's
I think
bad.
we should.
Oh,
and I think we should tell each other. What were you going to say, Johan?
No, I was just saying I'll rank her if you don't want to.
What do you think?
I mean, like you were saying, I think the fact that she's a celebrity boosts her up. But I think if she was just some random person on the street, you probably wouldn't like think too much, especially if she was like covering up or whatever. Like you would.
Yeah, if there was no cleave showing,
like
I feel like
strong 5.
Nah. She. I don't like. I to be honest, I think most people who exist from a 5 to a 8.
8.
Like I don't think anything.
Yeah.
Like that's not much lower than a 5.
Unless you've been overseas.
I also don't like 10s.
Why?
I just don't.
They come with too much?
Yeah, I just don't. They got stomach problems and.
But the thing is it an American 10 or like overseas 10? Because you've traveled. There's
overseas, they're doing good work. They're doing good work overseas.
There's 10s that
no. You go to Dubai, you get yourself a Middle Eastern 10. They are doing the Lord's work.
Or you go to Africa.
Yeah, that's why there's the sex tourism.
The passport bros.
Yeah, I got friends who are sex tourists. They're like Anthony Bourdain for vaginas. Like they can tell you the best time of the year to go for the vaginas in different places in the world.
That is very interesting.
Like if you tell them like, hey, I'm going to Colombia, they'll be like, no, don't go now. Wait until because of the springtime. The rain is better. They think they're Anthony Bourdain. Like they'll give you recommendations. They're like, if you go to Medellin, you gotta try this place. And I'm like, is that a restaurant? It's a brothel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they on Yelp?
The what?
They're on Yelp. Their reviews.
I don't think they have a Yelp, but they have like a network. I think it's like a group chat.
Oh, okay. So you got to keep it internal
recommendations.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. No, but yeah, overseas they're doing good. They're
doing. I'm telling you, I've heard stories. I've seen pictures. Yeah. Like overseas is. There's some 10s out there.
No, I mean I won't give you a 10, but I'll give you 9. Let's say there's like high 9s. High 9s. What do you rate yourself?
I'm a strong 8.
Yeah.
Strong 8. Yeah. Strong 8. I got gap. You know, my teeth, I got to fix my teeth.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that.
Yeah. But I started a GoFundMe.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to donate.
Yeah. I'm trying to get 100,000.
But you don't need it. You're 6'5". When you're 6'5", that's another you don't need teeth, really.
And you don't need teeth, but like 6'5". But like, I went through the metamorphosis, so I had to like develop a personality first.
You're 6'5", you're like a businessman, and you DJ. You don't need teeth.
Before that, like I was fat and ugly when I was younger. So like people don't realize like when
you're the girl. You're the girl.
I'm the ugly duckling.
Lost the weight.
But the thing is, people don't realize like what life is like when you're in that situation. And this is before like it was all about body positivity and stuff. So like I got the realness. Like I got like going out and girls being like, hey, what's up with your friend? And this, then the third, or getting no attention. So it's just like I had to develop a personality.
I mean, me too. I was 4'8" till I was 24 years old.
So you know.
Yeah, so
like, I was on the other side of the spectrum.
If I wasn't funny, they wasn't hearing it. Was like no one could listen to me.
Nothing going on.
They were like, you said that. Yeah. I had to like I had to get a microphone and start doing it live just to get some attention.
See?
So what?
So I had to go through that change.
The metamorphosis. So what you saying is you've been through the trenches.
I've been through the trenches.
You understand better.
Yeah.
Because you've seen both sides.
And I'm compassionate to
right.
everyone.
You're not one of these like people that were born pretty with
the
teeth
whole life.
From like a kid.
Yeah.
So I'm with you because I had to like I don't like the whole body positivity movement. I'm not a fan of that.
You don't support that?
No, I think we should shame people.
Okay. I think more shame men.
No shame. Shame people. Men, because
my good friend, shout out to K-Mel, he keeps me like
as
soon as
you don't need to shame women because women have I feel like women have better perspective a lot of times.
Of course, all the time.
A lot of times when it comes to stuff. They're dealing men put so much stuff on them, they're dealing with this stuff.
Their own stuff.
But for men, like I was mentioning in the last episode, it's tough for us because the uglier we get, the more women win. So you need like a balance. You need somebody to be like, hey, I know you have money and you're 49 years old and you got this hot 25-year-old, but just to let you know, you look like shit.
Heart disease is real.
Right, yeah. I think they need somebody like that.
More people
Maybe
like
I'll
that.
volunteer. I'll do this on my time off.
Should we build an app?
I'll go to like Spain and these places where these millionaires take these pretty women and when they're getting on their yacht, I'll just go up to them and let them know like, hey, I'm going to let you finish. I know what you're doing here is great. You're a millionaire. They're beautiful models, but you look like shit.
Should we build an app?
I think we should. I think we should build an app that you could secretly download on your sugar daddy's phone.
Sugar daddy phone.
Yeah, and we'll call them. We'll FaceTime them. We'll FaceTime them from the gym.
The FaceTime consultation?
Yeah, and let them know like, hey man, don't lose your money because it is downhill. Downhill from here.
Fast.
I didn't rate myself.
You didn't rate yourself. What is your ranking?
I think I'll rate myself if you include with my special, like if you watch my entire
you can't rate yourself.
If you watch the entire HBO special and you know the things I've done, I'm a strong 8.
No.
You gotta watch.
We're talking physical.
No, you gotta go that counts as a man. You gotta count in everything that you got.
Different.
Yeah, because then we get to add in all of our
then
stuff.
we all gotta redo that.
What's that? What's some of your stuff? How much does it raise you?
Is it recount? Is it
Or
recount?
lower, because now I'm
Okay.
5.
Yeah. If you
shit.
ask what I've accomplished, now he's a 5 now.
Damn.
No, I think if you take away, I think no personality.
No, you can do
Or
your personality.
intelligence?
You just can't.
No
What-
personality either, because you don't know somebody that's walking down the street when you see him and you tell your homie like, oh,
Nah, but you can tell somebody.
Yeah, no,
That's
personality matters, bro.
It's
how they
important.
carry themselves.
Because I know some ugly men that they just know how to
They
talk.
just know it.
They can go up to the prettiest girl and just start talking. They just know what to say.
And that counts.
But if you're rating a random girl, you don't know what her personality is.
Well, women don't have
like, so-
personalities in general, so
Okay.
there's no thing to grade them on that because they're just surviving off their pretty looks.
Yeah.
You're so rude.
I was just shitting on men for 20 minutes. You didn't stand up for men
Not one time.
Not one time did you say anything for the men.
Not once.
This is why it's hard to be a man.
Yeah.
I throw one thing out there and she can't let it go.
And she stops talking.
I'm talking about how bad men look. She's over there smiling and agreeing.
Yup.
I say one thing about women and I'm the
so
devil.
rude. Damn.
No, I think if you include personality, I'm a weak 8.
But then the thing is too, with personalities, the 10 or for a woman, she might be a 2. That's happened all the time.
If you include
too.
personality for some beautiful women, they might go from a 9 to a 4.
To a 1.
Yeah.
Where
And then
it's
some
just like-
4s, some 4s will climb up to 8.
To 11.
Yeah. I think I'm at an age where I'm and I don't want to sound cliche, but personality matters more than looks. to
It
me.
definitely matters.
If you're a
way
good
more.
vibe, I'll think you a 10. I don't
Yeah,
care.
1000%. And then if you're doing your extracurriculars like homegirl, like somebody might think she's a 20.
Like eating ass?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if somebody enjoys that.
If you have a good personality, your face might not be the strongest, but then also you eating ass, you might be a 37.
A good personality who eats ass to some men would
It's-
be like a 9
it's
no matter how
gold.
you look.
It's gold. It's
Like
gold.
I don't even got to see how they look.
And then don't let
Eat
her.
ass, good personality, 9.
And she could cook.
Oh, nah. If you could cook, then you a 10. My goal is I want to marry a chef. If there's a chef out there who wants to marry me, call in.
That's our show. That's our show, Marty.
I'm gonna get phone calls now. You have
Call in.
347.
Look, you don't even have to be a chef.
378.
If there's a woman out there who listens to the podcast, and let's say you have another job, like you're a nurse, but you want to and
Be
you're
a chef?
considering like being a chef, and you want to drop out from nursing and go to culinary school, do it. I'll support it. When you graduate, we can be together.
I'll DJ the wedding for free.
Yeah.
And I'm not cheap. 347-378-9423.
That's
It's
the
the
number
love
one
connection.
That's the number one profession for me right now.
Boom.
It's being a chef.
Nah, I want a chef. I want a girl that's a chef.
Boom.
Yeah,
That's
I want
our
to be a
show.
chef too, though. It's not. I'm not. You know that. I'm not
I
one of
know.
these guys that's like, oh, good in the kitchen and cook. I want to be a chef. And if I beat you to it to being a chef,
It's over.
Then you're out of my life.
It's over. The relationship's over.
You're completely.
That is our show. It's right there.
If I
It's right in
become
front
a
of
chef
us.
before my partner does, it's over. I don't need her.
Who we got to call? A&E? E? Lifetime? What's up?
A man that's a chef is a cheat code.
And can play the guitar?
Oh no! If you could play the guitar and you a
you
chef,
could cook?
you a 9. No matter what you look like.
You won.
Okay. No.
Well, you don't like men.
That's not
You don't
even
like
true.
guitars?
I do like men.
You
I
don't like guitars.
I like girly
or food.
men.
You like girly men?
You
Yeah.
like girly men. You like to emasculate them.
No, I just like non-threatening dudes.
But what?
But no, you don't gotta be threatening. Because
Yeah, like, what-
is 6
what-
foot 10.
what's threatening?
But he's not threatening.
But okay. No,
What counts as threatening?
like vibe.
There's
Like
a lot
it's
of
a-
girly men though that play the guitar.
Mostly.
There's a lot of
I
girls.
feel like
Mostly.
And
It's
then
mostly
a lot
that.
of girly men, they're wolves in sheep's clothing, and then you
A
find
lot
out
of times that's the
Yeah,
thing.
that like
that is
it's
true.
a,
A
it's
lot of
just a
times it's the thing.
scam,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's why you need the threatening
Yeah.
men to be like,
Yeah.
nah, that's a
Yeah.
wolf too.
A lot of times
That's
it
true.
is. He's
Fine.
right. A lot of times it is a persona.
It's a persona. It's all
persona.
fake. They're probably the bigger assholes.
I gave you the speech earlier about how I'm a pufferfish that just finds sharks.
Bitch, I'm a blowfish.
Yeah.
Stop. Let's talk about
That's the name of our
girly
song.
men because What's a girly man? Because some might argue some of the stuff we said is like we went on break and he was talking about facials, like getting a facial and how much he enjoys it.
Yeah.
Like at a spa. Adults, at a spa. Yeah. He was talking about that's like a girly man, right? That could argue getting manicure, pedicures, all that stuff.
I call it hand and foot
It doesn't necessarily
grooming stuff. A lot of grooming stuff for men sometimes gets labeled as
girly.
Yeah.
I have good skin.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's girly. I think there's I don't think like, and I'm Dominican, but like these men that want to do their eyebrows and all this stuff, I think that's a little too feminine for me.
Yeah, that's pushing it.
But this is an Adulthood podcast. As long as you're an adult and you're not hurting anybody, we support everything.
You pay your taxes.
Right. I wanna talk about this, but I want to tread lightly.
Tread lightly.
When we talk about
get heavy, son.
When we talk about woman grooming.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I retract. I
want to tread lightly for this because I don't want to speak for all men.
Okay.
On this because it varies.
Should we start with the Let Me Saw? Because we caught some traction.
For those of you that don't know what Let Me Saw is, that is what would you call it?
Feminine care.
It's a feminine hygiene.
Feminine
care.
wash.
I don't even think it's legal in the States. It's they sell it in the Dominican Republic. Some pharmacies have it. You gotta know somebody.
You gotta have to call somebody.
I don't know anything about taking care of a vagina
at all.
I don't know how difficult it is. I don't know what it entails. So I'm not gonna
We're not gonna speak on that. Yeah.
Grooming though, I'm a guy and I groom too.
And my olfactory senses work.
Right. So I think generally speaking, men want a woman to be groomed. Some men are extreme with it. Some men are like, they want you lasered. They don't want to see a hair on their body.
That's pretty extreme.
That's extreme, right?
Yeah.
I don't like. I'm more. I joke around on this podcast. I'm a comedian. You know that.
NBC, right?
You know that. I'm more do whatever's comfortable for you. Vaginally. I don't like leg
body
hair,
odor. Oh,
leg
okay.
hair
No, okay.
On a dame.
I'm with that you're dating.
That I'm dating.
Yeah.
If I'm not dating you, let your hair grow.
Wolf out,
we'll
baby.
Compare.
Wolf out.
We'll pull out one of mine. We'll pull out one of yours to see which one's longer.
Let that shit out. Wolf out.
But I don't like armpit or leg hair on the girl that I'm dating.
In my relationship.
Marty, you have a face. This is controversial what I'm saying?
No.
We're treading lightly.
You're giving your opinion.
Okay.
You have the floor.
Right.
We're treading lightly.
If you have leg hair or armpit hair, and I'm not talking about, obviously, sometimes we leave the house. We both do it, men and women. You weren't planning on seeing anybody. You weren't planning on nothing. So under your sweatpants, you might have, but this isn't you regularly. You just left and you didn't get a chance to do it. That's acceptable. But women who
Teen Wolf
generally just don't want to shave their legs and things. I don't know. It just seems manly to me. I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. It just, when I see it, I feel like men have that. And that is frustrating for me because I don't like men.
What about their arms?
I don't care about your arms.
Hairy arms over here?
I don't care about your arms.
Yeah.
No.
I'm Latino.
Exactly.
I was about to say.
They're going to have hairy arms.
Big shout out to all the Dominican women.
It's really just legs.
South American women.
Legs and armpits.
What about
and butthole?
What if they got the little peach foot? Yeah.
Yeah, little
stash.
The
little mustache?
The little
I'd rather
stash.
you have a little mustache than leg and armpits.
Little stash. Really? You go for the stash then? Okay.
Because the stash, you
can't. They can't help it.
You could
can wax. It might grow back.
I feel like the stash is just a harder. And correct me if I'm wrong, Marty. I'm not a woman, but I feel like the stash is harder to get than the legs. Like the legs seems like a pretty easy thing to do.
Sometimes your skin is a different
color.
Right there.
Right.
And I know that's true of some girls.
Grace.
Yeah. So I know that that's true of some women, but your legs, like, well, that's just, I feel like, do you shave your legs?
No.
Okay.
I'm a man.
Yeah. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, I guess, but I think that it's a lot. I hope you know that's a high expectation.
Is it?
The legs?
This is where we are as a society. This is why we started this podcast. Because as a society, it is now considered a high expectation to expect the girl you're dating to shave her legs.
That's high expectation?
I mean, she can do it, but
I'm expected to pay the rent.
I just would never, it's a lot of work, and I feel like I don't know a lot.
Is it a lot of work?
I mean, not for me, but I know for some girls it is. Like, I can't, I always feel like I can't say anything.
There's something to be said about like, if we're partners, I'm doing for you, you do for me, I'm grooming myself, groom yourself too. This is what the episode's about, grooming.
I think, but also like in the I guess the courting phases, is the grooming conversation supposed to be had? You know what I mean? Like, is that something that you bring up at dinner? Like,
I prefer not to.
I put it out on the table. Because I told you,
how do you do it?
I was traumatized, right? My 5th grade teacher was just like, girls are not gonna like you. I had come back from gym and she was just like, you smell. I'm like, oh shit. Like,
you were at that age.
Yeah. But at the same time too, I think she taught me a really great life lesson where now I have to shower at least 3 times a day.
3 times? That's excessive.
It's excessive, but like it's trauma. It's my PTSD, but it's a good kind of PTSD. I refuse to smell bad.
Yeah, I dated a girl once that used to shower like literally.
Was she a sweat?
Like 4 times a day.
But I'm also a big fucking person. So
yeah, she wasn't. She was kind of like this like
petite,
cute girl. She just used to shower.
Did she sweat?
I don't know. Maybe she was just taking mad shits.
And that's another thing.
And she was disguising them as a shower.
But at least she showered after she shitted.
Because 4 sounds like excessive.
But what if she showered?
But you don't even got to do that. I got a bidet. You don't got to shower. That's extreme.
Maybe
she's probably taking mad shits.
Maybe she felt uncomfortable. She's like, nah, I got to rinse this off.
Yeah, no, I'm pro showering. Like, I think you should shower often.
Yes.
When you're with a partner, look, I know that there's a certain point where you've been with your partner, and the whole point of having a partner that you can build with and that you get along with is so you could eventually get to a point where you're comfortable.
But you don't lower your standards.
But I think some things are not negotiable.
Yeah.
Like, I think even we're married 40, 50 years, some grooming and
has to
we got to continue to do this. Like,
absolutely.
You can't be like, oh, we're married 20 years, so I don't shower anymore.
I'm not going to wash my ass.
Yeah.
I'm going to shower every other day. Like,
I don't think that. And I don't think one of the bullet points is like, do you need money to have good grooming? I don't think good grooming for women is more expensive.
It's way more expensive.
For women is a lot more expensive.
We definitely acknowledge that.
And
not to cut you off, not to cut your wisdom, but I learned that, like, you kind of learn that too when you start dating, where it's just like you realize that, okay, like when a woman has to get her hair done and her nails done and all that stuff, it's just like, oh, okay, like that's
expensive. It's expensive.
It's expensive. You know,
women is expensive. I mean, I know girls that were like that. They pay like $300 like every 2 weeks for their nails
and the whole routine,
and the hair and all this.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, if you wanna, that's why I like women who generally look that way. Like women that look like they spend $1,000 a month on grooming. That's why they require a certain type of man.
That's true.
Which I think that's fair. If you spend $1,000 a month on grooming, you should. It's okay for you to be like, okay, well, the person I date has to make this amount of money and do this because I'm holding myself to the highest standard.
And it has to be well groomed. There's no way I'm spending $1,000 on my hair, my nails, my everything, and then like this guy's just not even getting a haircut. Like,
right. No, I've been around these women like this who I'm like, yeah, look, like it's not even. I don't even call it gold digging or anything. Where I'm like,
it's just the truth.
I could tell you're expensive. You're an expensive girl.
Yeah.
Like you look expensive. I understand that
she makes
to be with
money.
You need to have a certain amount of money. And even if they don't make it, however you get your money, somebody, either you're working for it, somebody is financing it, but
you have a standard.
You have an income that has afforded you a high standard of living. Mm-hmm. So I understand that the man that you're with has to be able to provide or continue that standard of living.
To add to that. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Which I don't think that's gold digging. I completely understand.
And then
what I find is when they muddy the water is when these women try to tell, because I consider myself a regular guy.
Okay.
Right? So these women who are like at this level try to tell the regular women who are like my level, regular women, regular people, regular men, like, oh, you need to have these standards for your man to make this amount of money. And it's like, if these women that like, you hear the standards like, oh, my man needs to make $500,000 for me to be with him, which that's fine. I think you could have your standard. Just I was like, oh, I prefer you not shave. That's fine. But part of me is like, but you understand that a man that makes $500,000 puts him in a league to get women that you're not in that league. If you're in that league, I get it. But if a man is making $500,000 a year, which sounds like it's not that much, but it is a ton.
Yeah.
It is a good amount of money. Like, if you make $500,000 a year, you're pretty much able to do whatever you want to do in life. You can vacate anywhere, you can travel anywhere, you can stay at any hotel, you can drive whatever you want to drive. Mostly, right? There's like extreme ends of it, but mostly. So I feel like sometimes you hear these clips, you see these clips go viral where the woman's like, well, yeah, my man needs to make $500,000, which if you getting it, get it. That's cool. But I'm like, you understand that there's the men that make this money can get this type of woman, and you're not at that level. So why are you telling them to be like, that would be like me saying that the woman that I dated had to have some type of ridiculous standards, which to Marty, apparently shaving your armpits is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so.
But the thing, sorry, not to cut you off, there's a term for that, and I can't remember exactly what it was. I was listening to another podcast, but it was basically talking about how, like, you know, some women don't want men to like be chivalrous and like open doors and stuff. Like the women who are like in that 500,000 or $1 million class, they're like, you know, don't hold the door for me. Don't like subjugate me to these like ridiculous rules. I don't subscribe to that, which is cool, right? But then it was a woman psychologist who was talking about like, well, that's cool for you, but like there's a wide range of like, okay, someone holding the door for you versus like the women who are dating men who don't have $500,000 and
for
like,
sure. A lot of men say they want a boss woman. There's a lot that comes with dating a woman.
There's a whole lot.
That woman had to work very, very hard, and she's not gonna stand for your bullshit.
Yeah, she's not.
Real quick, before we wrap up, I got to do the space fact of this episode.
Oh, word.
What
you got?
I got this one is kind of scary.
Oh shit.
Well, a lot of the stuff in space is scary.
Can we get spacesuits?
But there's this there was this star. There was this star that was,
Serious?
I mean, millions of light years away that they saw with a telescope. They were able to see millions of light years away. It was a huge star, like I think a million times bigger than our sun. It's a huge, massive star. And one day, out of nowhere, the star just disappeared. So they look where they were looking, and the star is no longer there. It's just an empty space, right where the telescope was focused. Well, what they think is that a black hole ate the star,
like Pac-Man.
Yeah, so it's gone. But black holes aren't always standing in the same place. They're moving. They move. So they don't know if the black hole was going by and just ate the star up and they just missed it.
Dipped.
But they don't know where they don't know if the star moved. They don't know where it's at. It's just
I heard
gone.
of this. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I heard of this.
So that's a random space fact.
I have a question for you though. Mm-hmm. So like, if a black hole eats a star, like how does it digest it? Like, does it have like?
Well, they don't know. No one knows what happens. You're not able to know.
Do you get heartburn?
I don't know. Could be. I don't know what happens.
Should we start a space show?
It spaghettifies and it takes it in, but light can go into a black hole, but they're not allowed to go out.
That's the thing. But there's research that's saying that
it can spit it back out.
Information comes out.
Yeah, it can spit it back out. We'll come back next week for more space facts. When did this become a space
facts?
People like it though. They told me they like the fake thing. All right, last question we'll do. How do you tell somebody they need to step it up hygienically?
A partner or your friend? Because your friend, you can be
friend. You can be like, you stink.
Yeah. Like I've told my friends before, like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Don't hang out with me. We're not going out. Like, wash your clothes, wash your ass. Like you're bringing down the value.
Yeah,
and I
work friend one is too easy. Let's do a partner.
I've been fortunate enough to have partners that it's never gotten to that situation. That's when I've been in a relationship. But there have been instances where, you know, it's been casual and it's just like after maybe 1 or 2 times, I kind of like just faded to black.
Yeah, I've been unfortunate enough to not have this be the thing. Okay. And to be honest, I don't know how to say it without it being weird. It's just weird.
But when you say step it up, do you mean like hygiene-wise?
Yeah, like hygiene-wise. Like you need to...
You politely gift them soap and you mask it as something else. Like you
but a lot of times when people, it's like giving somebody who's breath stink. You know, sometimes somebody breath stink and you offer them gum
and they're like, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
And it's like, no, you're not. You're not good.
You need this.
Yeah,
you need this.
You can't do that with Vagisil. I can't gift a girl Vagisil.
Not in 2024.
And she's gonna be like, "What's this about?" And I'm like, "Oh, nah, you know."
No, you can do it in a more like if you want to if you wanted to like do something like that, I would make a gift basket of a lot of stuff and be like, I wanted you to feel more comfortable at my apartment.
I wanted to correct myself because like there was one instance when I was younger, when one of my friends who I think they suffered from like halitosis, like really bad. and everybody knew it, but nobody said anything. And I felt kind of messed up about that because I was just like, you know what, we're bad friends because we all know like this is going on, but we should have just been like, yo, bro, like
no,
you
yeah,
might have
you
to see the
definitely
dentist or something.
sit down your friend and tell him his breath smells like shit. That's the
proper way to do it.
Yeah, I think that's
I was young.
The overlying theme of this episode.
Yeah.
Volume 49, baby. March 18th. Woo! We did another episode. The next one is 50. Can we do something nice for 50?
Can we get some what is it?
Can you bring us balloons or a cake? Something?
Champagne?
Don't forget, leave us a voicemail 347-378-9423. If you want to see me live, I'm on the road. This comes out the 18th of March. I'm in Pittsburgh this weekend, the 22nd to the 24th at the Pittsburgh Improv. Next week, I'm in Lexington, Kentucky at a Comedy off Broadway, the 28th to the 30th. And the first weekend of April, the 5th and the 6th, I'm headlining at the Cleveland Improv. My first time out in Cleveland, so come check me out. Adulthood Pod. I'm Ian Lara, DJ PM.
Hi.
Marty Marr, Johan, the Zohan. Peace.